So, you've been triggered, huh? Something happened that activated your wounds. In the past, you may have freaked out, even mouthed off, retreated, soothed with a substance, or even, cursed the good Lord above. But we know that's absolutely done nothing for you or the situation that inevitably poked the bear, because it's now decades later and you are still attracting the same old recurring shit show, leaving you mentally, physically, and spiritually done. And all you want to do is bow the fuck out. Am I right? What if I told you that you are a spiritual being with a human shell, and the power has always been within you to redefine and realign your subconscious mind? For there is where your shadow resides. It is the place that holds your fear captive, reliably showing up in every relationship you have until that fear is alchemized into love. Chris Williamson says, the magic you are looking for is in the work you are avoiding. And when you judge what is happening, make failed attempts to push it all down, smoke, drink, or sleep it away, you will continue to battle your fear-based ego for control in a never-ending push-pull war of survival, giving your power away to the thoughts that run rampant in your head because you believe that you are your mind and that it runs the show. But my friends, you are not your mind. You are a soul, and your soul orchestrates every single thing. And so when you begin to go inward and focus on what it is that you are feeling and not what is occurring externally, the peace and serenity that you crave becomes what has always been your natural state of being. And so when life throws you a curveball, which it will, you will be energetically imbalanced, unfazed, unaffected, and detached from outcomes. And while dwelling in present moment awareness, where there is no polarity, you'll dissolve past future form concepts, which automatically raises your vibration, and what you attract now matches the higher frequency you are transmitting. Hello, I'm Izzy, your soul energy alchemist. Listen, if you dig my vibe, hit the like and subscribe buttons below, or follow my channel on Instagram and click the link in my bio for the ride of your life. So here are 5 conscious responses that transmute the triggers you have been reacting to. Number 1, you've got to be aware what sets you off. The only way out is through. And so in order to get to the other side, you must be able to self-reflect. There isn't anything happening outside in the ethers. And that finger you point and blame all your crap on needs to be directed back toward you. This requires us to take a hard look at ourselves and how we are showing up in our lives. And it's okay if you aren't quite there yet. Just let go as best you can and let your soul guide you. Yes, easier said than done, but here's something to help you. You are always meant to be exactly where you are. And so feel those feelings, but don't believe any thoughts that arise from the emotions you are expressing. And just like someone who is, in recovery, awareness is the key that turns the lock. And such realization will intensify your inner standing and fine-tune your intuitive muscle. Number 2, observe and detach from your thoughts. The only way to do this is to become the one who watches the watcher. Come again? This refers to observing the thinker and the thinking mind, also known as you, where you step back from identifying with your inner chatter and watch yourself watching those patterns and belief unfold as the impartial witness. Okay? By doing so, you recognize that you are not your thoughts, but the consciousness observing them, a soul. You can do this from, a bird's eye view or an out-of-body experience vantage point if you choose. Some of my students place the fear in the palm of their hand. And this practice removes what is happening from your body, thereby opening up the internal space for your heart to break open. Number 3, acknowledge its presence. As you implement the how of separating yourself from the 3D avatar you think you are, while learning to master your monkey mind, you will gain more clarity as that fog lifts, because you are no longer led by your egoic pain body. However, this pain body is still stalking your every move, unless and until you call it out. You must acknowledge it at every appearance, over and over again, as it will keep coming at you with its addictive, comforting, familiar hell. And with continued focus and intention, this energetic excavation brings it up from the depths of your, unconscious autopilot into the light, diminishing its control enough to where it can no longer reign over you. So as you draw your attention to it by observing it, you can say things like, I see you. I'm aware of you. You're not the boss of me. Let it be. Let it be what it is. And, allow your soul to do its magic. And listen, if you have any questions, comment below and we can clear up anything you have or any confusion, because watching the watcher might be a concept you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? But it's pretty simple, and it will, create the detachment from your thoughts. Okay? Number 4. And once you bring your attention to the fear that has you triggered, you must accept it without judgment, like I just said. Whenever we force our bullshit onto things, we immediately pull it out of our heart and right back into our heads. But when we withhold judgment and accept what is happening in the now as divinely occurring from the place of love, we set the stage for all possibilities to manifest. See, letting go and allowing is a process. And no matter what, you must trust and believe in the process. You cannot force any result. It will not work. So just relax, breathe, and give your fears permission to be as they are. For they are you. All you have to do is treat them like clouds passing through the sky. Saying hello, then effortlessly floating on by. No need to utter a word or have an opinion. And this preferred way of responding cultivates an inner presence, okay, where detachment, peace, and serenity and alignment is your core essence. It is the Zen practice of meditation and spiritual discipline that shakes the very foundation of the false identity you have lived by, chipping away at the stone before finally revealing the perfect masterpiece that has always lied underneath. And without further ado, number 5, pour love and gratitude into your journey. Each of our awakening paths will look very different from one another, but the only reason we even have one is to remember that we are love. And our assignment here is to access the love we wish to witness. See, whatever makes us squirm, That is our soul communicating that we need to pour, an energy of love there. And the lesson is to embrace our isness in the wholeness and completeness of our being. And when we express that love with the energy of gratitude and appreciation for ourselves and those, we encounter along the way, as well as the things we encounter along the way, we grant everything the freedom of the expression of love we genuinely embody. And that no matter what materializes here in the physical realm, we must remember that we are all things and no things, all happening at once, while shedding the masks we wear as we move into our divine purpose and ascension. I thank you all so very much. Go into this day with the love and light you already possess, and do everything from your badass rock and roll heart. Until next time, peace.